Hi everyone, today we are going to be doing a full face of makeup using my favorite makeup brand, Charlotte Tilbury. If you're interested in seeing how I created this look using Charlotte Tilbury or some of my favorite products by her, please keep watching. I love Charlotte Tilbury makeup. I think it's probably my favorite makeup line, to be honest. Over the past while, I have collected a lot of her products, and last year for Christmas, I got her advent calendar. So with all of that in mind, I have now basically collected a full face of makeup products. Today we are really going to dive in and create a full face using the products that I have. I'm going to zoom you in and we are going to get started. First step, we are going to prime our face. Oh, this isn't the primer. Yes. To prime, we are going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Wonderglow primer. I have really dry skin, so I love this primer because it is very hydrating, especially since I will be using a matte foundation today. I want to just make my skin extra dewy so that way I can maybe create more of a natural finish instead of having it be completely matte. All right, so we're gonna let that settle in. The next product I have, it's funny because I've been seeing lately this product has become so popular, which is shocking to me because it's been out for a while, but for the past couple months, everyone has been talking about it. This is the Hollywood Flawless Filter. I have here shade Light. I bought this when there were only, I think, like 3 shades or something like that. If I were to buy this nowadays, I would probably go for the first shade, especially since this is a makeup base. However, they didn't have that then, so I'm going to use this shade. And I'm going to put this underneath my makeup. Some people like this as a highlighter, and I'm gonna blend that in. Just gives the face such a nice glow. Yeah, I forgot how nice this product is. I actually haven't used it in a little bit, but seeing everyone talk about it and then obviously doing a Charlotte Tilbury face, I have to use it, right? All right, next up, we are going to use the Airbrush Flawless Foundation. This one is number 1 shade Cool. This shade is a little bit light on me. It's better in the winter time, I'd say, but I think if I ever repurchase this product, I would buy it in the next shade probably. But it's okay because we're gonna bronze the face up, so it'll all work out. There's the foundation. It is very, very light. I look very pale right now, but we'll fix that up with some complexion. I like how full coverage this foundation is, even though you can still see some of my blemishes. That is because I picked them before this video. I always do that, but I just need to stop. I realized I forgot a product. This is Charlotte Tilbury's color corrector. This goes underneath your eyes. You're typically supposed to apply this before foundation, which I didn't do, so I'm not gonna bother applying it. To be honest, I don't actually use this all that much, and I feel like my eyes just brighten up quite a bit with concealer. They're not typically like super dark. As I say this, they look quite dark on camera. So next up, we're going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Away Concealer. I like the formula of this concealer. I do not like the applicator. I think like this is just not very sanitary for one. And I find like if you have old product in the tip, it's just going to be clumpy. So I'm actually gonna wipe this off. I always do that. I wipe it off before I use it. All right, so you just wanna twist to get the product in the sponge, and then you just apply to your face. I don't think this concealer is worth the price either. So if there's any Charlotte Tilbury product that I just would not recommend to people, it's this concealer. And it's not because it's a bad concealer, but I think it's a waste of money because of the packaging and everything. I'm going to take, this is probably one of my favorite products from her. This is her Airbrush Flawless Finish Setting Powder. I love this powder. So I'm gonna take my Beauty Blender, dip it in. I'm going to put it under my eyes. It's not my favorite powder for underneath my eyes, and that's because I usually like a brightening powder. However, it still does the job. Now we've kind of got our face set. I'm going to go in and do my eyes. First, I have the Instant Eye Palette, the Pillow Talk one. Let me just, it looks like that. Such a beautiful palette. I really like her eyeshadows. I also have these Eyes to Memorize pots here. I have 3 shades. I have shade Star Gold. I have shade Champagne. And I have shade Rose Gold. I think I wanted to use shade Rose Gold, yeah, just because I'm gonna go with more of a pinky look today. I'm pretty sure her cream eyeshadows, she markets them as being able to go over powder. We're going to go in the section Day there, the matte shade on the end there. Just going to take that and we're going to put that in the crease. Oh, that was kind of effortless. And then I'm gonna do the same with the other side. I'm gonna take my Beauty Blender and go like this kind of at the top because it did go a little bit further than I wanted it to, just a tad. I'm gonna take the shade, the 3rd shade in Dusk, kind of like that coppery brown, and I'm going to put that in the outer corner here. All right, and now I'm gonna go to the other side. Okay. I think that's good. I've deepened up the edge a little bit. I'm gonna take my Beauty Blender and just go like this because I want the line there to be a little, there we go. All right, and now I'm going to take the cream shadow. I'm gonna take this brush here. I'm gonna dip into it. It's so satisfying dipping in there, especially for the first time, and just, yeah. All right, so it's on my brush here, so I'm going to pat that all over my lid like this. What I love about the cream eyeshadows is that was so easy. It just went on and that was it. So we're gonna go into the other side too. Now we're gonna take our crease brush again and we're just going to buff out the crease a little bit. And now we're going to take an inner corner brush and we're going to go into the very first shade in the palette as our inner highlight. And we're going to pop that in there. I'm actually going to take some of that highlight shade just underneath my brow here. Okay. It is very, very subtle, so highly recommend this palette, but even more I would recommend her cream eyeshadows, especially if you want something super quick. You don't even have to use a brush. I've used my finger before and it applies just so easily. Next here I have the Easy Highlighter. I probably should have applied those before the powder, but to be honest, I totally forgot about this. So we're just going to take a little bit of it now. I think I have applied it over powder before. And it just, this is again like a squeezy thing. I don't like the packaging, but whatever. And then we'll blend that out. This one is one of my favorites. This is her Airbrush Bronzer. This is in shade 2 medium. And this I think is worth the money because you get like so much product in this. I'm going to take my Huda Beauty brush. I'm going to take the little end first. It is cleaned, it just, I didn't clean it too deeply. And we're going to go down the nose. We're going to add a little bit more, especially since I'm so pale right now. I do like to add a lot of bronzer. We have bronzed up the face. Again, I think this is my favorite bronzer. Yeah, I think it's my favorite. Not even top, it's my favorite. Oh, here it is. So next up, this is one of my favorite blushes. This is the Cheek to Chic blusher. This is in shade Pillow Talk. I love this blush as well. This is probably my favorite blush. That's what the inside of it looks like. And so we're going to take a brush, and so how this works is you really want to swirl into the product with your brush. That way you get a tiny bit of the highlighter too. And Charlotte Tilbury, I think she has a technique where she swirls it onto her cheeks. So swirl and pop, I think is what she does, something like that. And then in the center is a highlighter. So I'm gonna take a highlight brush and I'm just going to dip into the center of it, and I'm going to put it down my nose. Next up, we're going to do our eyebrows, and this is the Charlotte Tilbury Brow Lift pencil in shade Star Brown. I like this pencil. So it has 3 sections. So on one side it has the spoolie, and then if you twist it open, it has a highlighter, and then on the other end of the highlighter is the actual brush or pencil. I don't really use the highlighter all that much anymore. That's because I used it so much at the beginning that I feel like there's not really that much left in there now. I applied my brow pencil and I applied some mascara. This is kind of an exception to the Charlotte Tilbury rule because the mascara I'm using is not currently Charlotte Tilbury. However, I have used one of her mascaras before. I think it was the Pillow Talk one, and I liked it. It was a nice formula. It wasn't anything super special, but it was a good mascara. I'm going to apply some setting spray. This is the Airbrush Flawless Setting Powder, or setting spray. It was really sad actually because I packed this once for traveling because it's a small size, and I lost like a third of the bottle. It just spilled, and it was one of the saddest things ever. Yeah, so I like this setting spray. This isn't my favorite, but it's a good setting spray and I enjoy it. Again, I think the smell kind of just bothers me just a little bit. And oh my goodness. Oh no. I had a little brush kit that I forgot to use. I have these little lipsticks here. I do want something kind of like the Pillow Talk one, where it's kind of more of a nude or like a light pink. So this is shade Viva la Vergia, or Viva la Vergara. Next one is Amazing Amal. Oh, these minis are trying to fall out here. Oh, got a little, I still think that's too deep. This is like a nice berry shade though. I don't mind a good red lip. I used to wear nothing but red lips, and now I'm more into like the nudes, but this is JK Magic. All right, yeah, this one's a nude. I think this is the one we're gonna use today. This is the final look here. I love how dewy my skin looks. Even though I use that matte foundation, my skin still looks nice and dewy, especially in certain areas. Some areas it's matte, which is nice. Other areas it's dewy. I love the cream eyeshadow, and her lipsticks are so nice. And I just think honestly my favorite part of Charlotte Tilbury is just the packaging. Like, she just has such beautiful packaging, like with the gold and everything. So it just, when you do your makeup, it feels luxury and just nice. So, oh, I have a lip gloss I forgot about. This is in the shade Portobello Girl. I'm gonna apply some lip gloss on this because why not? I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like and subscribe to my channel and comment down below what your favorite makeup brand is. Like I said, mine is Charlotte Tilbury, but what is your favorite makeup brand? What is a makeup brand that you just enjoy buying a lot of products from, or you find that like most of their products, if not all of them, are just wins for you? Leave me that in the comments down below, and I'll look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye.